forget how to dig the soil, tend the earth, is to forget ourselves. Well, maybe some have, but a few of us still know. You gotta be willing to put in the time, make the sacrifices, and the hard choices. The job's got its perks, don't get me wrong. The sweet smell of the morning dew, the way the warm sun and the cool breeze can dance across your skin. But don't think it's a game. The farm's got a way of sorting the wheat from the chaff. Just remember to keep your wits about you. You fall, you get back up again. Because this is more than just a job. It's a calling. Who else would choose to wake up early in the morning, tear up their hands working in the fields all day, and then spend the evening planning how they're gonna do it all over again, better, tomorrow? Day after day. Season after season. Year after year. That's a calling that's never ending. It stretches far forward and back from us as long as farmers have been tending this earth. And farmers will be around as long as such a thing exists. Tomorrow is secured by those willing to dirty their hands today. So when you feel alone out there in the field, just remember, you're not. Think about all those that have come before you. And all those that'll follow. Plant today. Harvest tomorrow. All around the world, farmers know farming is an art. Like life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too. But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time. A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. In the art of farming, the soil is the canvas. The seeds are the paint.
Really, Michael? You can't hear my voice.
The harvest.
How's it going, Michael? I'm still setting up the game, buddy. Give me a minute. The countdown's still going. Hey, Burkus.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something?
There we go, Michael. Michael, here we go. We're at 0 now. Is that better? Is that, does that work for you? gonna have a hard time finding all these stumps. Michael just says, good. Good to what? Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. So it's 25 degrees Celsius. I've got the heater going in here. It's 13 degrees Celsius here. So you got a pretty cold day, and we've got a pretty cold day. Not sure if we'll be able to reach this one. Yeah. Why not add this one too? Can I just stack it on the same pile? I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, sort of. Hey, Dino, how's it going? It's been a busy weekend. It's been a busy weekend. Haven't had much time to do any just chilling this weekend. It's just been work. But it's been good work. Working on RV ideas. Not actually doing any work on the RV, but just buying stuff, going around to stores, figuring stuff out. Yeah, that's not where I thought you were gonna fall. Your wind is coming in from Canada. You mean Canadian wind is coming all the way down to Texas? It's jet streams, huh? Yeah, same with us, Dino. Now that it's summer out there, life is so busy, you don't really have time to go and visit and watch other streamers, other creators. Michael, Burkus, you guys are all subscribed to Prehistoric Farmer, right? Doesn't want to take that one, it wants to take this one. We'll take this one then. What? Michael, what? Hang on, let's fix that. There you go. Go there and make sure you subscribe. Unbelievable. The disrespect. Dino comes into our chat here all the time and you're not even subscribed. Yeah, it doesn't really work, does it? Well, I've kind of made my bed now. No, there we go. Nope, where are you going? Okay, fine. Michael's like, okay, okay. Good. Good, Michael. I find it really interesting, Dino, that when I come to your stream or any other creator stream, they have their own list of viewers. Very few viewers watch more than one creator. It's like you don't see hardly any of my viewers in other streams. I'm like, come on, if you like my content, you'll definitely like this content too. Fit on anything. That's going to be annoying. One little tree branch. Burkus. Oh, you know, I'm calling you Burkus because the US in the back. The US is the flag, but it doesn't show up on PC. So it's just Burke. Well, Burke, better make me some ice cream too. Rich chocolate, please. You've been having trouble logging into FS25? Oh, that's interesting. Not good, but it's interesting. Let's see if we can find all the stumps. Oh, Moose! I didn't see you come in. Moose! Always hungry. I should have seen the moose and the plate and gone. You're on the road with 1 bar cell service. Just at Cedar Point yesterday, and it was amazing. Cedar Point is an amusement park, if I remember right. There's a tree here. There should be a stump here. Cedar Point is a great place to visit with family. Burke is back. You've got 50 different nicknames. There has to be more stumps than that. So you can't get up onto your server. So basically the update Cedar Point, Ohio. Because there was a new update, Farmer. Have you tried uninstalling the game and reinstalling it? It may cause buildings not being able to place down. What? Is that what this thing's called? I can't remember what it's called. No, no. Maybe I was on the right one. Yeah, devour trees. Yeah. So if you use it, it might mean you can't place buildings where you used it. Huh. Is there a different mulcher that works as good? Because I have a hard time finding a mulcher that actually works. This one actually works. But if it doesn't actually work, well then, that's a problem. Burke, well that happens all the time. You should see Michael Burke. Sometimes Michael is like 15 minutes behind. He's answering questions, something that we asked 15 minutes ago. But that might just be a Michael thing. Because I've had nothing but problems with all my other stump grinders. And this one just seems to work. It's pretty loud. I feel like I've definitely missed stumps, but we'll find them when I start plowing, won't I? Yeah, well, so far I haven't tried placing buildings. Well, I guess I could just try right now. Not enough money. Fine. What do we have for finances? No, finances. All right, we have a lot of debt. There we go, 90. Yeah, it seems fine. Seems fine to be able to place a building there. So, repay debt. So it might be a silver run issue and not a issue with other maps. You use the one, yeah, you put the spout on it and then it grinds up the trees and wood chipper. You're basically using it as a wood chipper. I'm just using it to get rid of stumps. Bert, can't wait till tonight. Going to your grandpa's, make some homemade ice cream. Really, so it's basically a ice cream maker from the 60s or 70s. I remember, well, I think one of my aunts had one like that. It's like a metal pail with a spinner inside, and you put in ice cubes and put in the milk, and I know there's more stumps here. Well, I'll get as many as I can find. Y'all know once I start plowing, we'll most certainly find them. Homemade best vanilla for me, please. Yeah, I think homemade vanilla would be pretty good. Well, I got a bunch of stumps, so it won't be too bad if I missed one or two. And maybe I'll see some more while we're loading the trees. If we do, then we'll go grab this and grab the stumps I missed. And yeah, yep, exactly. Yep, you're right, Prehistoric. I will find them when plowing, if nothing else. Whoa, whoa, stop grinding the trees next to. Almost works too well. All right, happy holidays, everyone. You guys have holidays? We don't have holidays. Mother's Day is not a day off, so I wouldn't call it a holiday. But you could say Happy Mother's Day. Next weekend is a holiday weekend. What's that? My volume's a little loud today. I pulled the heater out. It was cold in here. No, it was closed. Okay. I know we were trying to save up money to buy something. I just don't remember what. Maybe a trailer and truck to do some of this logging, because that poor little pickups have done a lot of work. So Mother's Day gets treated like a big holiday, even though nobody gets an extra day off. It's just a regular weekend. You see Canada right now across the lake. There's a big red freight cruising by, or like a big red freight liner, like big boat. So Mother's Day, no matter what, always falls on a Sunday. So there's no reason to give someone a day off. What if you work on a Sunday? Wait, I work today. Yeah, big cargo boat. Yep. That's what I thought you meant. But Dad Day, you mean Father's Day? Dad Day doesn't sound right. But Father's Day on a Saturday? No. Yeah, Father's Day and Mother's Day both are always on a Sunday. You know what? Honestly, Michael, I think you're right. Father's Day should be a Saturday. Mother's Day on Monday. Not on Monday, Sunday. Father's Day, Saturday. Mother's Day, Sunday. You know, let go. Hello? No, now you're gonna let go. Of course. Get in. Okay. Michael goes, Jess is here. Hey, we gotta tell Jess there's a heat wave coming. Jess won't ignore me like Juan did. But did you sleep pretty good? Good sleep goes a long way. Come on. Okay, Burke. Thanks for dropping in, saying hi. We'll see you when you get back. Moose is around too, but Moose just is coming back from Cedar Point. So not much for cell service. On the road. On the road again. Port Huron. We was at Cedar Point yesterday. Looking over Huron Lake and seeing Canada. If we were overlooking Huron Lake in Canada, we could wave to each other. Had to go to school. Oh wait, were you at Cedar Point with school? Yeah, they're pretty close to being full. Moose is a Michigander. Dino's a Michigander. Jess is a Michigander. Is this just the Michigander show? Michael. Michiganders are outnumbering you Texans. You guys notice anything different today? Michael, you in particular would like this. Joint pain? Joint pain or bone pain? Yeah. You know what, Moose, you have to stop saying CP. I know you mean Cedar Point, but it could also... CP is most commonly used as a very different term. And I saw Dino doing the same thing. It's probably just a Michigander thing to do, right? If you're from around there. Yeah, exactly. Context matters. All right. So if you're from the metropolitan area, you would know, but not necessarily if you're out in the sticks. Pause the video and then you get lagged out, and then all of a sudden you're 15 minutes behind, just like Michael. Michael just ignored my comment. I asked if anybody noticed anything new. Nobody answered. I said Michael would like this, but nobody, nothing, no love at all. I have a corkscrew roller coaster now. There you go, Moose noticed. Guys like my signs in the background? We've got green, got a John Deere, got green, old barn, and then we've got Newfield tractor, red, but read that. I thought Michael would like that. I'm looking at the signs. I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy it. It says Texas on it. I'm like, but Michael would love it. Now there's Texas over my shoulder all the time. Stop swinging. Dust Bunny! Happy Grandmother's Day. Do I want to drop it off in production here? Production. Sawmill. No, they got lots. They got lots. No, who's eating bunnies? Moose, why are you eating bunnies? Yeah, but Michael, you know it's there. You don't have to be able to read it to know it's there. You read it when I held it close. Yeah, they when you make signs, they go, wonder if Michael would be able to read this. It's like, no, Michael can't read that. Let's change it so that Michael can read it. There you go. Michael jumped on board. Someone took the cue. What a vibrant blue that truck is. Yeah, it's very blue. I can't remember who chose that color. But it's super blue. It's like the Ford logo blue. Historic farmer. Well, thank you for dropping in. I always appreciate a visit from the dyno. And now that Michael's subscribed to you, now you have to put up with Michael as well in your chat. So you're welcome. What map is this? I can never remember. Western Wild? New Frontier? No, yeah, right. New Frontier Forestry version. And then edited to add even more forest. Western Wilds is FS22. Yes, that's right. New Frontier. This is New Frontier. Didn't quite get them all. Poor. Oh, there's a second one there. Well, at least it has a partner. It's not too left out. A map called New Hope. Starting with nothing. Did you see the new tire mod? Tire wear? I have it on here. So over time we should see these tires wear out. Got some good news. You can bother me anytime you want. Jess will be home the next 2 weeks, so you guys can get lots of streams from her. Oh, come on. Calmlands, okay. But new mod, right? New mod settings. If you go on the all the way bottom, use up of tires. Tires spelt wrong the Australian way. Tire usage rate. I turned it to low, so it should take several years before we notice a bunch of tire wear. If you set it to normal, apparently you have to replace tires once a year. And I'm like, that is too much. And if you set it to high, you have to replace on a monthly basis. It's gonna be hard picking those two little sticks up. Oh boy, got a lot to catch up on. Let the letter writing begin. Just don't write the letter to me. I don't want a letter. Oh, I actually got them both. That's surprising. Just go too long, didn't read. No, don't, get back in there. Okay, okay. Whew. It should have been based on how many hours you use the tractor for. It is, Moose. But it's actually based on the kilometers. So it's based on the kilometers you drive or miles you drive. On low, you can drive 300 and I can't remember what it was. 370 kilometers. On normal, you can drive 37 kilometers. On high, you can drive 3.7 kilometers. So 1 mile. On high, 1 mile of in-game driving, and the tires would be worn out. I turned it back to low, right? Okay, good. So I have it set to 370, which would be what in miles? 370 km, 2 miles, 230 miles. So every 230 miles, the tires will be all the way worn out. And that's on lowest setting. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Knew you could do it. All right. Oh no. All novels go to Miss Jess. Yeah, that's a good note to remember. All novels go to Jess. Come on now. There we go. There we go. We got this. Probably room for a few more. First live stream on Monday during Why Not's multiplayer game. You can see me, Dust Bunny, tree sign. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. Jess has to get up early tomorrow. What time does Why Not usually start streaming? Very early our time zone, right? I just saw another freighter go by. Last one was red. And this one is blue. You want the American colors. Red, white, and blue. Would this be in the wrong order? Yeah, OBS, you know what? Just remember, if you get a stream in at all, it's a victory already, because the learning experience, trying to get all that figured out, can be tricky. But once it's set up, you're golden. But getting to the point of being set up, that's a lot of red, white, and blue. Canada, we're a little simpler. We don't need 3 colors on our flags. We're satisfied with 2. All right, see ya, Moose. Enjoy your Mother's Day weekend. I guess you have already enjoyed the weekend. You guys did a private test and it worked. Okay, so you've got that far already. That's awesome. Okay. That's already much further than most people get. I haven't turned precision farming on this map yet. I want to harvest everything before we turn it on. It's cloudy. What's the forecast looking like here? I haven't looked at that. Oh, looks like we're getting some rain overnight. Ooh, lots of rain coming up in the next few months. No storms though. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. OBS is a handful. We need a Texas farm map now? I'm sure there's a few Texas maps out already. F-25 doesn't have any yet? Hey, let me in. Thank you. Pay off some more debt. so it's most convenient. Don't know if any of that's convenient, but all right. Let's grab the next load. It's gonna be a pretty bumpy field. Afraid that's not gonna all make it. We'll see. GTA 6 been pushed back to next year? Really? Not really into GTA, but I think it's better to push back a game than to release it before it's ready. You playing Terraria? Would you guys like to see just live stream Terraria? I mean, I know the answer is no. Nobody wants to watch just live stream Terraria, but should she anyway? We get like no views when we play Terraria. Original date for GTA 6 was in 2017. Hey, they should postpone it yet another year, and then it would have been 10 years in the making. Terraria. It's different. It's boring. Nobody wants to watch it, but we love playing it. I will show you Terraria. 1 second. Terraria. That's a pretty neat looking house. Yeah, these people are more creative than I am. It's like a 2D Minecraft. That's Terraria. Thus Bunny says Michael is wrong about the release date. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Michael. Actually, no. Michael said the same date, didn't he? Oh, 3 is March. So, 2 months. Okay. Thus Bunny is 2 months later than Michael. Come on. Why are you being difficult? Why? Why are you being difficult? Okay, it was cold here in the morning, and now it's hot. Thinking of opening the door now. Two computers running are like heaters. And you guys haven't made me swap hats, so I'm getting warm in this hat. Yeah, come on, come on. Okay, good enough. Oop, oop, oop. Come. Mr. Nacho plays Grand Theft Auto a lot. Yep. I'm just not into a game like that. I did play the original Grand Theft Auto and enjoyed the original 2D top-down. Ooh, that's a mess. That's a mess. I don't know if I'm making it better or worse. Yeah. I think I'll have to go hands-on over here. Okay. That's better. Every now and then I have to still go hands-on. I try not to. Because it's more fun not to do it the way they would in real life, but sometimes the game just doesn't want to cooperate. And like in real life, I'd be able to nudge that over with a loader. Okay, picking up a needle from the floor. That's what this feels like. Hey, I got it. We never got to get to this game, huh? We're never going to get to this game. Michael, they've put 9 years of, well, I guess 8 years of work into it now. You're gonna get the game. Release! Actually, you know what, Michael? You sure love video games for a person that doesn't play video games. Alright, you're a Mac, Apple user. Video games don't work on iOS. Okay. What are we gonna do here? Make a mess again? Let's try not to. That's not terrible. Call that load full though. Should have made this multiplayer and then bought a couple of loaders and a couple of trailers, and then people could deliver them while the next load is being loaded. Sure, Michael, sure. I had an iPhone for many years. Many years. How long did that phone last? 5 years? Still laying around somewhere. I'm literally using an iPad right here. I hate to break it to you. iOS is not that great. The only thing I think iOS is super great at, video editing. They've got some awesome software in video editing. And sharing from device to device. You can jump on your phone, your iPad, your Mac, and all the information just jumps from one to the other. It's just super easy. Jürgen, good morning. Jürgen, guten Morgen. I never paid off the debt last time. Let's pay off debt after I sell this. Okay. All right, pay off debt. Almost forgot already. Debt. Finances, repay. We got $365,000 of debt left. 26,000 Thursday. Huh? Oh, steps. How many steps you're walking. Okay. Michael changed the topic because he knew he lost. Well, we out. Don't text and drive. Dirty Road Rally, thank you. Appreciate the like and the sub. How many likes are we at? It's been a pretty slow stream, so. The speedometer don't work. That's right, Michael. The speedometer in this Ford does not work. Just like all Fords, huh? All right, let's go fill up another load. Feel like I got a sneeze coming. Ooh, I don't know why I turned into a yawn. My last card. And he retracted. I'm guessing he meant his last car was a Ford. And the speedometer didn't work. Oh, come on. Why don't you behave? Behave. Pick up the toothpicks. Pick up the toothpicks. FS25 still does not have a good way of picking up trees. Not that I know of. Ah, son of a gun. Gotta be kidding me. No. Pick them all up. Well, I guess that's good enough. Just gonna pick up this little stick. Put that on the bottom. Okay. So I'm guessing in Dirt Road Rally, you enjoyed dirt rallies. I quite enjoy watching them too. I wish I had more time. They used to have a rally, like a dirt rally here in the Okanagan back in the day. Also they had hill climbs, also they had boat racing. Whatever happened to the racing community in this valley? We had a half-mile speed race track, but the neighbors complained it was too loud. It's like, you moved there after the racetrack was built. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Darn right professional. My last car, speedometer was not accurate. It said 40 miles an hour and the phone was showing 55 miles an hour. Yeah, I think it's pretty rare having a vehicle with accurate speedometer. I have never had a vehicle that has had an accurate speedometer. No, you know what? my big rig for work has an accurate speedometer, but I've never had a personal car that was accurate. Like our pickup currently, you got to drive about 7 or 8 kilometers over the speed limit to actually be driving the speed limit. Okay, that sort of worked out. Dirty Road, are you the type of person that just comes in, drops a like and sub, and then disappears and never be seen again? And you probably unsubscribe after? No, you're still around? Okay, I'm just like, disappeared, I asked question, nothing. I'm like, I'm being ignored. Okay. I'm like, are you still here? Are you just a watcher, or are you also a content creator? Dust Bunny, be careful. You should call him Mr. Dirty Boy, and then all his dreams would come true. That's all he ever wanted. Who's a good boy? Who's a dirty boy? Michael's the good boy. Jess goes, I think you need more sleep. Michael got an ad? Is that your first ad? There's another Mr. Dirty out there. Okay. Awesome. Sounds good, Dirty. Yes, Michael, you already said that. I think we'll call that a load just because it's so ugly. It's a lot of birds flying over. 3 black ones, 2 white ones. Is that unique to this map thing? Keep an eye out on that. Truck has an accurate speedometer. Hello, dear. Oh, dear. Whew, pretty bumpy there. It was a rough ride. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but today's stream and yesterday's stream were just super quiet. We've had like 4 or 5 people just hanging out. You know what? It's probably Mother's Day, right? Yeah, you know what? It's probably Mother's Day. People are doing family outings and gatherings. That's that. I'm gonna blame it on that. straps. I find out the car speedometer was not right because the speed limit was 35. I was doing 35 and the cop pulled you over and told you were doing 52. So you got a ticket or just a warning? Got a ticket, so you've got speeding tickets on your record too. I think I have one speeding ticket on my record where I thought the speed limit was 100, but it was really 60. Here's the bumpy section. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, mine was probably in 1996, 97-ish. It's a while ago. Now, I still speed like crazy, but I don't get tickets. So I just speed as much as the next guy. I was doing 20, 30 over all the way to Vernon yesterday. 2-hour drive was not quite 2 hours when you're doing 20 to 30 over. But mostly I was just in the slow lane following the mid-speed cars. On the way home I was only doing about 10 over because that's the speed everybody else was going. Huh? Dust Bunny, I was in the middle of setting up. Come on. Equestrian map, horses. With a lady friend of mine who is going to be helping you to both live stream videos. There's an Alma FS22 because she's on PlayStation 4. Oh yeah, PlayStation 4, you can't do FS25, huh? Yeah. 4 points off of your license? That just means your insurance is a lot more expensive, right? Your license, your insurance is more expensive. And what, you can get 1 point removed every year? So it takes you 4 years to get those, No, I like the idea of having a cool horse farm. That's cool. Good job, Rex. You know what, Dirt? I'm not really a big logger in farming. I like the farming part of it, but I decided to do something different this time, and I'm like, let's do at least one logging map. I'm playing on 3 different maps right now, and we got this logging map, which I'm slowly turning into farmland, but it's kind of enjoyable. I won't lie, it is enjoyable. It's different than what I usually do. Yeah, you know what? That's actually a fair point. Since you know a lot about horses real world, why not do that in game? And that would be interesting content. You might get a niche following that's into horses and farming sim. Come on. That's not going to work. I'm too far off center. Come on. Stop sliding sideways. Just pick up the logs. So, Dirt, this is the problem I have with logging in FS25. There's no good way of picking up the logs yet. Looks like I'm going to be losing at least 1, 2. That's a hard part about logging in FS25 is it's not super friendly. FS22 logging was easier. Well, Dust Bunny, I never really worry about making content. I just let it happen as it goes, and whatever happens, happens. I probably should worry about content and try to make better content. Plan out content, I probably should. I spend some time into thumbnails, at least I do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm just making it worse. Well, it's almost like they downgraded the physics for logging, Dust Bunny. Yeah, I didn't know anything about thumbnails either. I just slowly tried stuff. It's like, just take a screenshot and put a title on it and try to make it catchy. And try to make the thumbnail what I'm doing on that stream. Just so that no false advertising. But obviously it's not working great. Not a lot of people are clicking on it. We got, what, 5 people watching now? So I'm not, don't take anything I do with thumbnails, because I'm sure if I was doing a better job with the thumbnails, I would be getting more views. My brother has a pet snake. Yeah, I think you've told us that before. I'd be hard out. Nope, I'm not living in the same house as a snake. How did that just work out? Oh, I'm like, did we actually get all? No. No, we did not. Yeah, but how did you find that content creator in the first place? The thing is, you have to find that content creator in the first place, and I think that's where the thumbnail comes in. If you can make the best video in the world, if nobody clicks on the thumbnail, it doesn't matter. If you make a terrible video but have a great thumbnail, you can do really well. Yeah, word of mouth does go a long way. Networking, right? But I work 5 to 6 days a week. It's hard to network. Luckily, Jess does a lot of that networking for us on the 3Js. Let's go sell that load. Probably have another 1 or 2 loads left. It's a bit of an ugly one. Probably have said that about every load. Yeah, Jess does a great job of visiting other streamers and chatting in there. It's like the whole point I'm here is to advertise my channel, but I can't advertise my channel because that's super rude, telling people, hey, come watch my stuff instead of watching this content creator. What you want is, hey, after you're done watching this content creator, maybe you should consider checking out mine. But without saying it, right? You gotta just hang out and hopefully the content creator you're watching asks you if you are a content creator or just a viewer. If you're a content creator, hopefully that content creator shares a link and asks their people to come and watch your stuff. So it's a lot of just talking to people and hoping they'll share your link to your channel. It's a lot of work. Yikes, that was close to a crash. Whew, 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 whew. Speaking of, nobody spinning the wheel? Nobody spun the wheel yesterday? Nobody spun the wheel today? We have an hour to go? You guys are all gonna make me just wear this hat the rest of the day? You're not gonna change my hat? Anyone gonna change my hat? Michael? I'm not gonna ask Dust Bunny because she's done it often enough. Maybe Dirt. Mr. Dirt. Mr. Dirty, maybe you're gonna change my hat. Someone change my hat. Hit that goal button and change my hat. Spin the wheel. Wheel of torture. You know what? I shouldn't be. Well, it's an hour, so I'd be okay. Yeah, I almost Dust Bunnied that trailer. Yeah, that the crash jar swear jar would have gone up. It's been a while since the jar has gone up. Although I did one today that could have possibly counted as a crash. I'm like, if anyone calls me out on that, I would count it, but nobody called me out on it. I'm like, it's not really a crash, but if anyone wanted it to be one, I would be okay. Dirty Rally. I keep wanting to call you Dirty Mo. I was watching Dirty Mo yesterday, so that's probably why. All right, let's pick up the single tree here and finding the game a little glitchy. What are those numbers? On the bottom beside my speed gauge, there's a 1.0 meters and a 12. What are those numbers? Oh. Oh, that's the degree of my forks. Oh! Oh, I wasn't asking you, Dust Bunny. I wanted someone new, but okay. Okay. Thank you, Dust Bunny. This could be stressful. Okay, this is gonna be stressful. So there are 3 very narrow slits on this wheel. The chances of landing on those 3 narrow slits are unlikely. One is called No, No, Jess, No. Hope it doesn't land on that. And then the other one's a girl detective hat. And the other one is sure, why not? Let's see if, and then of course the motorcycle 30-minute one. Okay, here we go, guys. Please don't land on, no, Jess, no. Please don't land on that one. Please, anything but that one. I'll take the motorcycle over that one. Okay. Looks like maybe pirate. It's gonna be the pirate. The pirate hat it is. Of course, and if anyone wants the narrow ones to, yeah. If anyone wants to know what the narrow ones are, you just have to do a $10 super chat, and then I'm forced to wear whatever you guys pick. Oh. Thanks. Appreciate that, Michael. A little bit late. You guys couldn't see what I was talking about, but you see it on the wheel. Sure, why not? Girl detective hat and no, just no. Since you guys didn't see the spin, should I do the spin again? Should we do it again so you guys can actually watch it? Well, you know what? We won't switch to the derby because that's literally what I was just wearing. So we'll keep the pirate hat on. But it got pretty close to no, just no. But yeah, $10 super chat will unlock those 3 in the future, or if we just happen to luck out and land on them. So, pirate hat it is until someone else spins the wheel. Who knows? Maybe Dirty will spin the wheel. Should we have it if people join for the first time members? If you become a member for the first time and get a dark blue maple leaf, you actually pay for it. Should that be a spin as well on the wheel? What's the no, just no, Michael? Well, you can find out a $10 super chat and you'll find out. Or do a $5 super chat. Michael, you've never done a super chat. Why is that? You support us with memberships. Like you got a gold or yellow, I guess it's kind of yellow maple leaf. You've been a member here for a while. So obviously you have your account on YouTube. You pay money through YouTube to me. Never ever done a super chat ever. And maybe it's an AOS thing. You guys not have access to that? I never thought of that before, but it might be an Apple thing. Why? Ugh. That is terrible. Is it going to work anyway? I don't know. We'll find out. Dirty likes the hat. Got Captain Blackbeard's hat. So you can't just hit that little money symbol down below, or how do you do a super chat? You do super chat by hitting the little money logo beside the chat, right? Come on. Release the Kraken. Coyote Dreams! Oh boy. Well, Dust Bunny, Coyote Dreams wanted the last word, so here we go. This time you guys can actually see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I mean, the chances of jumping on one of them, they're narrow, they're a third of width, are unlikely. You know what? I can't land on the derby again. How's that random? How is that random? Is that even fair? Dust Bunny says spin again. I think that's unfair, right? I was literally just on the derby. A derby from the dirt to the derby. Spin again. Yeah, okay. We'll spin again. Don't keep... Okay. Cowboy hat. Cowboy hat. Cowboy hat it is. You see the thunder? Michael always likes to talk about weather. That's why the cowboy hat has thunder on it. That was for you, Michael. Cowboy hat gets thunder. There we go. Cowboy hat. All right. Well, thank you, Dust Bunny. Thank you, Coyote. We've got the cowboy hat. Oh. Okay, let's get back to it. You know, it's stressful with a no, just no on there because I know what it is, and it's worse than the motorcycle helmet. Okay. Here we go. Okay, they're slowing down there. There's not bad picks here. Not bad picks. Got the top hat. Okay, it's apparently hot potato hat time now. Thank you, Coyote. Thank you, Dust Bunny. Whew, top hat. Here we go. I kind of messed with my sister yesterday. We went up to Vernon. It's 2 hours away to visit my sister. She lives like 10 hours away from us, but she came down. She was the school bus driver for rugby tryouts thing. And my nephew and her came down from Prince George, and Jess is like, they drove 8 hours down to Vernon. We can drive 2 hours to go visit her in Vernon. So we end up in the hotel room for like 4 or 5 hours just chatting. That was kind of nice. Nice to catch up a bit. And so when we went for dinner as the whole rugby team, I wore the bowler hat. The derby bowler hat. And I got a lot of compliments from the teenager rugby players on my hat. And then when we left the dining hall, she was like, I'm going to jump in the bus, drive it across the street to the hotel. I'm like, we'll just walk there, meet you there. And I ran to the truck and switched to this hat. And my nephew goes, nice hat. And I go, yeah, we wanted to switch hats just to mess with my sister. And he goes, oh, she already saw it. I'm like, oh, no, she didn't. I ran back to the truck and grabbed a third hat. And then sat down at the hotel, and she just goes, what happened? Did you switch hats? I'm like, yeah. But were you not wearing like a top hat for a second? I'm like, Yeah. She's so confused. I'm like, I swear you switched hats, but it wasn't from the derby to this hat that we were wearing. It's one of the mystery hats that you guys don't know about yet. But I'm like, I swear you switched to the top hat, not this hat. I do not travel with all the hats. I took 3 hats with me. And I ended up using all 3. But I usually travel with 1 hat. Because nobody wears hats anymore. If you look at the 70s, the pictures of 70s, every person is wearing a hat. Men and women, everybody's wearing a hat. Now, no hat or baseball hat. Not a hat. Nobody wears just a hat. Unfortunately, when I wear this hat, everybody wants me to pull a bunny out of the hat. I'm like, it's not a magician's hat. It's a top hat. It's not my fault magicians adopted the top hat as their hat. It's just going to be the way it is. We'll be satisfied. All right, thank you, Coyote. Coyote's made like 0 comments, just dropped in 2 super chats. Just lurking. Is it too people-y for you? Or just not enough sleep? Could be just not enough sleep. It's hard to buy a hat around here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's a hat place in Abbotsford that does custom hats. I think. Hang on. Let's go. I can't remember exactly, but yeah. So yeah, in Texas, cowboy hats would be a lot more common. Hat shop. Now up over here. There we go. Fort Langley, Roxanne Hats. There's a bunch of custom hats there. Lots of women's hat, lots of men's hat. You see a bunch of bowlers up there. Ivy hats. I see a bunch of trilbies there. Don't know what these are. Wait, what do you call those? They're kind of like ivy hats, right? Maybe they're all ivy hats. But yeah, I see a top hat in there. It looks like some cowboy hats in there. So I'd like to visit that store sometime. Wonder if they have a Hamburg. I wouldn't mind getting a Hamburg. Is there a Hamburg? A Hamburg is this hat with a crease down the center like that. I think a Hamburg would be, I would like a Hamburg. You got some fur hunter type of, fur trader type of hats up in there too. Not sure what that is. Is that a trilby? I think I saw some fedoras in there. But yeah, I've been thinking of visiting that hat shop. That'd be cool. There's a cool cowboy hat place in, where was that in Texas, where they do custom hats, and he goes, they don't sell any hats under $800. It's like they custom fit the hat to fit exactly your head. Oh, come on. How did those flop out? We'll just cheat them in. Just do a little handwork. Almost said I'd do a little hand job, but, you know, it sounded wrong. Maybe we'll call that a load and then come back for the next one down here. Yeah. You're doing a Mother's Day celebration at 2 p.m. Isn't that like now or in like 45 minutes? You should be getting ready. Almost done with these trees, and then we'll have to do some grass cutting, and yeah, it's a lot of work clearing out these forests. Do make good money though. And for my house that I'm building over here, we need more rock to make more concrete to continue that construction project. I guess really that's the whole point to cutting all the trees down, to make more fields so that we have more fields that we can do rock picking on. Come on. There we go. Like, undo the strap. You can do it. $14 grand, a little over 14 grand. Let's repay some more debt. $330,000 of debt left. Some people put a scarf in cold water and put it around the neck here on a hot day. That would make sense. It seems a logical way of cooling down. Okay, I'm just parking the grass over here. That might be more than one load. We'll see. We'll see if we get the rest on there. Yeah, I doubt it. I think there's more. That's a lot more than just one load. See if we can kind of center that pile up a bit. use this as a pusher. I haven't run into any stumps yet, so it means I must have done a good job with stump grinding. Yep, keeps the neck and head from getting too heated. Wet scarf, yep. I see some people doing wet headbands. That doesn't work in the workplace because you're wearing a hard hat, but what you can do is take your sweatband and dunk the sweatband into cold water on your hard hat. Come on. Oh, that's going to be ugly. This is going to be ugly. Guess everybody's happy, Michael. And Michael are happy with my top hat. The jackets have ice in them. What jackets? My job has cooling jackets. What's going on? Release. Release. Michael's happy. Whoa, whoa, I didn't hit no... What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? It's not the buttons I was hitting. Whew, almost backed into that tree. I guess that's going to be fine. We'll just leave that. Michael's happy with the top hat. At least it's something different. We went through the pirate hat, the cowboy hat. Well, we started with a derby bowler hat. Went with a derby, or went with a pirate.
I'll be back.
And then cowboy for just a little bit. Been a good hot potato hat day. Hot hat day? Hot hat. I don't know, I don't like it. Oh boy. How are we gonna get that in under control? Oh, just like that. That was easy. Why can't they all be that easy? Let's just do that from now on. Okay. That was nice and easy too. This is starting to look You like the older hats? You have a driver's hat I wear. What does a driver's hat look like? Hmm? You're thinking more like an ivy hat? Driver's hat. What's a driver's hat? Are you thinking that style right there? Like, that's my guess. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I guess when I said it's my guess, that was really Jess's guess. But I'm taking credit for it again. I took all her credit yesterday over and over and over, so why not just keep on that bandwagon? I didn't even try taking credit. I just got it. Okay. We're doing pole vaulting now. Don't worry. I'm Clark Kent. And that's perfectly acceptable and realistic. What do we got going on here? Now, one that's out of line with the rest. Yeah, I was afraid as soon as I push this one, another one's going to get pushed out the other end. And that's exactly what happened. I need to push the other end, but these trees are in the way. Well, let's go pick these up then. Hey, we got up to 6 people watching. Better than we've done so far today. Oh yeah, Mother's Day breakfast. Everybody's out to Mother's Day breakfast. Yeah. Breakfast, lunch, brunch. Yep, that's probably it. See if we can make this fall in there properly. Come on. No. Fail. Come on. Why am I just making it worse? Make it better. There we go. Good enough. Okay, let's try fixing that stack now. Hey John, how's it going? What do I think of little Johnny? Oh, no, 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 stop, stop, stop. Behave. I was doing so good there. Okay. Oh. Michael's got an ad. Second ad. Yeah, I don't do ads at all anymore, Michael. I mean, I don't control the ads at all anymore. I just told YouTube, you do you, because apparently that's what they want. I'm tired of all the emails saying that if you don't do ads the way that YouTube wants them done, they're not going to push my content. So I've done it their way. It seems like you're not getting a lot of ads. If you are, just go to premium. It's cheap and easy. It gets rid of all that garbage. Come on. Come on. I want to just pick up the whole stack. What? Well, let's see what we can do. 29 minutes. 29 minutes. The ad is 29 minutes long. Yeah, oh boy. Glad you didn't watch that ad. 29-minute ad. It's ridiculous. Oh, no, never mind. It was 29 minutes between the two ads. That's not bad at all. Like, that's not bad. Like, if everybody had that experience, I think we wouldn't hate ads as much. Release! I could handle that. Every half hour you get an ad. Like, I'd be fine with that. Of course, if you guys hit skip like immediately the second you guys get the button, it means I get no money at all. Coyote, you'd still hate them? Yeah, that's where premium fixes it all. I definitely make more money off of premium users than ads. Because everybody hits skip immediately, right? It's just like insta skip. It's like, oh, didn't make any money off of that. Is there space for another load? I think so. Let's get that last little bit in there. We've done good. Done good. YouTube TV shows the skip button, but it doesn't work. So if you're watching on TV, you can't actually skip the button. I'm sure you can. It might be your remote issue. You don't have a remote that's properly programmed to hit the skip button. You don't hit skip? Yeah, but what if you get a long ad? I mean, my request always is just wait like 2 or 3 seconds before hitting the skip. Let me at least make a few pennies off your ad. Let it play a little bit. 5-10 seconds is awesome. If you have like a 2-minute ad, don't watch the whole 2-minute ad. I mean, I would make more money and I would appreciate it, but dude, that's torture. Let's just park right behind the stump grinder. Next time we need this. Longest, probably about 2 minutes that you watch. Yeah, 2 minutes is still a long time. Like, I think it should be like 30-second ads. 30 seconds is plenty long enough. Oh, one on the side here. Okay. Full load is our final load. Here we go. Let's deliver that. I would rather pay for that, what I want to watch. Yeah. Than watch ads. I've seen some stupid long ads as well. Pretty rough through that plowed section. Well, that's all the trees that we cut down. Still have a lot more to cut down. I think we'll cut some grass. I've got a mower and a forage wagon behind the tractor there, and we'll cut the grass that's there before we plow a little more. And then we'll get back to cutting trees another time. Well, if you're not watching, if you're inattentive and not watching, an hour-long ad might play in the background and make a whole bunch of money. Well, as an ad creator, what are you getting out of it? Not really getting anything out of that, are you? Let's repay a little more debt. $315,000 left. I usually wear headphones so I can go get something to eat and drink. Oh, okay, so you're watching YouTube with your headphones on and you're grabbing some food. You know what? That's actually a good idea. If you're wearing headphones, nobody's going to disturb you. It gets too people-y in a restaurant. Ultimately, people who watch ads create ads. That's true. If nobody watched them, nobody would make them, right? We'll just park this back here so it's out of the way when we start plowing. Okay, got the Massey Ferguson right there. Got a Minneapolis Moline here with the plow. What's up with the white wheels? What's going on there? That's got to be a texture bug. I don't remember if that's a mod hub mod or not. That's interesting. That's bugged up. I don't remember if that's a... Bit of a cold start on that. We'll run our Massey Ferguson, cut some grass. Looks like we didn't plow that one little spot in the corner there. Have to get that with the Moline, Minneapolis Moline. And we actually have some really cool mods for tractors. Got some pretty cool tractors. Old 3650 John Deere there. Case 845 XL. Got an old Farmall. Old Ford. Another old Farmall H. International Harvester. Case IH? Huh? I don't think that's a Case IH. That's just International Harvester. Yeah. I'm like, that was pre-IH. It shouldn't have the IH logo on it. Although it does back. Yeah, no, it's in it. It shouldn't have the Case logo on it. It should just be International Harvester. IMT, more International, a whole bunch of old Fords. Cormick, Rakowitzia. Alice Chalmers. Old Caterpillar. I think they sold that as a Challenger in Europe and as a Caterpillar in North America. There's the Minneapolis Moline. Got an old school John Deere here too. What ugly tires are those? What the heck? That's bugged up. Do all the tractors now show up with bald tires? No, that one didn't. Interesting. And then we've got the big beasts. Got a bunch of different big buds. Big case. Which one is a Deutz-Fahr what's his face made for me? Keith. Yeah, Keith Bleeker. There we go. Where's the skull? Where do I add the skull? There we go. He's got the skull on the front of the Deutz-Fahr. Deutz-Fahr Warrior with a skull on the front hood. Yeah, I've got some good International Harvester tractors here. More John Deere's, some Massey Fergusons, Steiger. Yeah. Got some really cool tractors. And then some pimped out ones too. Anyhow, back to cutting. I think you guys are going swimming next weekend. When you say we, who's we? Texas school is out for the summer. Oh, exams are done? I know Iron Thunder said next week is exams for him. I honestly don't know when exams are here. We're not there yet. I think they've got another month left to go, right? Middle of June, Jess says. Your family and you are going to go out swimming. It's a week away. I bet you your parents will have changed their mind by that time. They go back August 4th. Don't we go back in September? I think we educate our people a little more than you guys do. We spend a lot more time in school than you do. I remember thinking summer holidays were like 2 months long for us. Oh, how long have I been full for? Let's go and dump this in the silo bin. We'll come back and see where I was full. It's the same time, the month shift. What? Oh, you guys go to school earlier than us? I mean, maybe we go in end of August too, right? Hmm. Yeah. After Labor Day. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing here? So used to driving around this way. Oh dear. So, okay. I guess so, Michael. Yeah, I can't see anything wrong with your argument there. I'm not a fan of when Michael's right. It just doesn't seem right with the world. But that's okay. I won't be jealous. Michael's allowed to be right every now and then, too. Okay, compacted 100%. Michael says, yay! He's right, and I'm not jealous. I like this tractor. Michael just said nice tractor, but I like this tractor. Stop hitting the wrong buttons. Let's jump in our Massey Ferguson and continue. Get a next load. Okay. Let's fill up this load and then we're going to call it a day because I still have a lot of things to do and I have to go to work. A little worried I'm not going to have time to finish all the things I have to do, but... Iron Thunder! Wazza! Guess what? We're leaving Iron Thunder. We're leaving. Iron Thunder, good luck with all your exams this week. It sounded like, good luck with all your exams this week. You're gonna need it. It's not the way I meant it. I mean, actually, good luck. Hopefully you do really well. And don't stress out about it too much. You'll be fine. And John finally got an ad. Is this a thing you started now, Michael? Just everybody says ad when they get an ad? You'll make it somehow. Exactly. You'll be fine. Hey, Jess, I'm really hungry. What are we doing for lunch? I've been saying this for a while. But what are we doing for lunch? Okay, I take it back. So, So, what are we having for lunch? You told me yesterday. Okay. So now I'm going to ask again. What did you tell me yesterday we were going to have for lunch today? Same thing we had for lunch yesterday. What did I have for lunch yesterday? Pizza? No. Chicken fried rice. Okay. Yes. I recall now. Chicken fried rice. Sounds yummy. Sounds really yummy. And Michael says, yes, it's something I started. So yeah, expect streams from Jess this week. I don't know which days because she's probably busy too. When's your first stream, Jess? You writing letters with Dust Bunny? Okay. Okay. 2-word answer, not a novel. Maybe tonight. Hopefully looking at my bike. Yeah, so Dirty, you're gonna find that it's mostly me and Jess that stream on this channel, but it's called 3Js because we have 3 hosts. You might see myself, Jess, or James on here. James usually plays something different, and Jess and I like a lot of farming sim. If you like different games, make sure you hang out with Jess or with James, and he'll do different games. Maybe you guys convinced Jess to do a live stream of Terraria. She plays Terraria a lot, but says nobody watches, but it's been a long time since we've done that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna call it a day here. And yes, sometimes in the multiplayer games, Dust Bunny comes in here and creates chaos too. She dust bunnies everything up. Usually on Gnadental. Just so you know, Dust Bunny Gnadental now has precision farming on it. And also there's a little ride-on mower, and I can't remember what the other thing is. There's a couple of mods on Gnadental now. Nothing burdensome, but there are a couple of mods. So thank you, Coyote Dreams, so much for the spin of the wheel. What do you spin the wheel 3 times? 2 or 3 times? Dust Bunny, you spun the wheel once. Thank you. You two are awesome. The spinner of the hat wheel. Special call out to you guys. And of course, thank you, Dirt, for coming in. Looking forward to seeing you over here more often. I usually just stream on weekends. During the summer, 1 day on the weekend usually, either Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, kind of come. I don't have a schedule. But Jess should be on here quite a bit this next 2 weeks, so enjoy that. I am out of here. Who should we? Is there anyone else streaming right now? Then let's go take a look here. Let's see who else is playing Farming Sim right now. that we could quickly redirect to. Here, let's take a look. Come on. Where am I? I am here. Okay. Edit. Customization. Redirect. Okay, we've got DJ Goham is doing precision farming. We got logging. There, Right Family is doing logging. I think we should do that. Right Family came in here and said hi yesterday. Let's do that. Save. Tell Right Family that I sent you. Click that button when it shows up. I'm out of here. And like John says, happy Mother's Day to everyone. And thank you, Michael. Thank you, John. Thank you, Dust Bunny and Coyote. Iron Thunder, you guys all rock.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching.
Here we go. Bye.